Commander Ethan Walker stood on the bridge of the orbital station, staring at the vast blackness of space. He could see the alien ships moving in formation, their metallic hulls glinting under the sunlight. The Council had always said Earth was weak and could not fight back. They believed humans would surrender without a fight. But now, looking at the approaching fleet, Ethan felt a mix of fear and determination. Humans were about to show what they could do. Dr. Lily Harper stood next to him, her fingers moving quickly over the holographic panels. She was calculating the speed, trajectory, and size of each ship. Her eyes were sharp and focused. Every number, every reading mattered because the fate of the planet depended on their actions. Lily was not only a scientist but a thinker, a strategist who knew that brains could win battles just as much as weapons. Ethan trusted her judgment completely. Below them on Earth, Major Alex Murphy was preparing the defenses. He had gathered soldiers, pilots, engineers, and civilians. The people of Earth were scared, but they were also ready to fight. Alex walked through the command center, giving orders and encouraging everyone. He believed in humanity's strength, in the courage of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Missiles were loaded, laser cannons were powered up, and fighter jets were ready to take off. The planet was preparing for a fight it had never faced before. Lieutenant Hannah Brooks was in the air above the Earth, flying a squadron of experimental fighters. Her team was nervous, but she kept their spirits high. These fighters were not perfect. They were made quickly, using whatever technology was available. Yet Hannah knew they could make a difference. Her eyes scanned the horizon for the alien ships. She could feel the tension in the air, the weight of the mission on her shoulders, but she also felt hope. Humanity had survived so much before. They could survive this too. Ethan took a deep breath and thought about what the Council had always said. Humans were weak, slow to adapt, and predictable. The Council thought this battle would be easy. They were wrong. Humans were not weak. Humans had the ability to learn, to change, to fight back with creativity and courage. This was a lesson the aliens were about to learn the hard way. Lily spoke up, pointing at a large cluster of ships. Commander, their formation is not as tight as it looks. There are gaps we can use. If we target their engines first, we can slow down the fleet and make them easier to attack. Ethan nodded. This was the kind of thinking that could turn the battle in their favor. He gave orders to the fleet commanders, sending them precise instructions. Communication was fast, precise, and clear. Every second counted. Down on Earth, civilians were moving quickly. Families were helping each other to shelters. Engineers were making last-minute repairs to defense systems, and young volunteers were carrying supplies to the soldiers. Fear was everywhere, but so was determination. Every person knew that they had a role to play. They understood that even small actions could save lives and change the outcome of the fight. As the alien fleet drew closer, the tension increased. Ethan and Lily continued to track their movements, predicting the attacks. Alex coordinated the planetary defenses, making sure every soldier, every weapon, and every strategy was ready. Hannah led her squadron in tight formations, preparing for the first strike. The humans were ready. They might be outnumbered, but they were not helpless. Ethan looked around at his team and felt a strong sense of pride. These people were brave, smart, and unyielding. The Council might have doubted them, but humans had shown time and again that they could face impossible odds and survive. Today, Earth was ready to fight. Today, humans were about to prove that they were far stronger than anyone had believed. Major Alex Murphy moved quickly through the command center. The first alien ships were entering the atmosphere. He could see the glow of their engines in the sky. Soldiers ran to their stations, firing up weapons and checking systems. Every laser battery and missile silo had to be ready. There was no time for mistakes. Alex felt the pressure, but also a strong sense of duty. Earth was counting on him. On the ground, civilians were following the emergency plans. Children held hands with parents, neighbors helped each other carry supplies, and engineers worked on last-minute repairs. The city trembled under the approach of the alien fleet, but people stayed calm and focused. They knew panic would only make things worse. Each person played a role, small or large, to protect the planet. Alex moved among them, giving clear instructions and offering encouragement. His voice was firm but calm. Above Earth, Lieutenant Hannah Brooks led her squadron in formation. The experimental fighters were fast and small compared to the alien ships, but their speed gave them an advantage. Hannah knew that strategy and timing would be more important than sheer strength. Her pilots followed every order precisely. They swooped around the alien craft, firing at weak points and drawing the enemy fire away from populated areas. Hannah felt the weight of responsibility but also a rush of excitement. This was the moment they had trained for. Commander Ethan Walker and Dr. Lily Harper monitored the battle from the orbital station. The holographic display showed the positions of all ships. Lily pointed out clusters of alien vessels that were vulnerable. Ethan gave orders to target those areas. Their coordination was precise. Every decision mattered. They watched as Earth's defenses struck the first blows, missiles exploding near enemy engines and lasers cutting through the hulls. The aliens had not expected resistance like this. Their surprise gave the humans a small advantage. The first alien attacks hit the cities and military bases, but the defenses worked. Shields absorbed some damage, and emergency systems diverted power to critical areas. Alex moved quickly, redirecting forces where they were needed most. Civilians in shelters listened to updates on the radio, feeling a mixture of fear and pride. They understood that they were witnessing the courage of their planet. Every explosion in the sky showed both danger and hope. Hannah's squadron continued their daring maneuvers. They attacked the aliens from angles the larger ships could not defend against. Each successful strike boosted the morale of her pilots. They communicated constantly, sharing information and coordinating attacks. Hannah saw the difference their efforts were making. Even though the aliens were strong, humans were not easily defeated. The combination of strategy, speed, and courage made a powerful impact. Back at the command center, Alex noticed a weak point in the alien formation. He sent urgent messages to other units, directing attacks to exploit the gap. Soldiers followed his instructions without hesitation. Explosions lit up the night sky, marking the progress of their counterattack. Civilians outside the shelters could see flashes and hear distant sounds of battle. The sense of unity was strong. Everyone knew they were part of something greater. Ethan and Lily continued to guide the defense from orbit. They predicted enemy movements and adjusted human strategies in real time. Their teamwork was seamless. Each alien ship destroyed or damaged gave Earth a greater chance to survive. The humans were not only defending themselves, but they were also learning and adapting faster than the enemy expected. As the first wave of attacks ended, Alex, Hannah, Ethan, and Lily all felt a sense of cautious relief. Earth had survived the initial strike, and the aliens had learned that humans could fight back. The battle was far from over, but humanity had already proven something important. Fear was present, but it did not control them. Determination and courage guided every action. The people of Earth were ready for the next challenge. They were not weak, and the Council's expectations would soon be proven wrong. Lieutenant Hannah Brooks flew her squadron through the skies above Earth. The alien ships were strong and fast, but her fighters were agile. She directed each pilot with clear commands, guiding them to target weak points on the enemy vessels. The humans were outnumbered, but their skill and speed gave them an advantage. Hannah felt her heart race with every maneuver. Each successful hit filled her with confidence and pride. Below, Major Alex Murphy coordinated the ground defenses. Missile silos fired with precision, and laser batteries cut through the alien ships. Engineers worked tirelessly, repairing damage and keeping systems online. Soldiers followed orders without hesitation, moving quickly to defend key locations. Civilians helped where they could, carrying supplies and assisting in evacuation efforts. Everyone understood that survival depended on teamwork and courage. Commander Ethan Walker and Dr. Lily Harper observed from orbit. The holographic displays showed the progress of the human counterattack. Lily identified clusters of enemy ships that were vulnerable, and Ethan sent instructions to Hannah and other squad leaders. Every decision was critical. Each strike weakened the aliens and gave humans a chance to gain control. They watched as their strategies worked, feeling the first real signs of hope. Hannah led a group of fighters on a daring mission to break through the enemy's outer defenses. They swooped low, avoiding heavy fire, and struck key alien vessels. Explosions lit up the sky and debris rained down. Her squadron communicated constantly, sharing positions and warnings. The pilots trusted Hannah completely. Their coordinated attack created confusion among the alien ranks, slowing their advance and giving Earth more time to prepare. On the ground, Alex saw an opportunity. He directed a team to target the engines of several alien ships, aiming to slow them down and make them easier to destroy. Soldiers worked quickly, following his orders with precision. Each successful strike brought cheers and renewed determination. Civilians watched from shelters, inspired by the bravery of the soldiers. They realized that even ordinary people could make a difference in this fight. Ethan and Lily continued to guide the defense from the orbital station. They predicted alien movements and adjusted human attacks in real time. Their teamwork was seamless. Every human action, from pilots in the air to engineers on the ground, contributed to the counterattack. The humans were not only defending their planet but also learning how to fight more effectively with each encounter. Hannah's squadron faced heavy resistance, but they did not retreat. They used the terrain and their speed to outmaneuver the alien ships. Each successful strike damaged critical systems and slowed the enemy advance. The pilot's courage inspired ground forces to keep fighting. Alex and his team launched follow-up attacks, hitting alien vessels weakened by Hannah's squadron. The humans worked together, combining air and ground power to maximum effect. In the command center, Alex coordinated every move. Engineers patched damaged weapons, soldiers adjusted positions, and civilians assisted wherever needed. The sense of unity was strong. Everyone was part of the defense and every action mattered. Humanity was proving that even against a superior force, courage and coordination could make a real difference. As the first major counterattack ended, the alien fleet began to retreat slightly. The humans had caused significant damage and slowed their advance. Ethan, Lily, Hannah, and Alex looked at each other with relief and determination. The battle was not over, but humanity had shown its strength. Earth was fighting back with skill, courage, and unity. The Council's belief that humans were weak was clearly wrong. The planet and its people were ready to continue the fight and prove their power to the universe. Dr. Lily Harper studied the alien fleet from the orbital station. She noticed patterns in their movements and communications. The aliens were organized, but their system had vulnerabilities. She quickly shared her findings with Commander Ethan Walker. Together, they planned a strike that could disrupt the enemy network. Every detail mattered. Timing, accuracy, and coordination were critical. They had one chance to hit the weak points before the aliens could adapt. Ethan sent precise orders to the human fleet. Pilots, soldiers, and engineers prepared for the coordinated attack. Lieutenant Hannah Brooks received the instructions and relayed them to her squadron. The pilots adjusted their positions, ready to follow the plan. They moved with skill and confidence, knowing that success could change the course of the battle. Every human involved understood the importance of the mission. On Earth, Major Alex Murphy organized ground forces to support the strike. Missile batteries and laser cannons were positioned to target the enemy fleet from multiple angles. Engineers repaired damaged systems and prepared new weapons. Soldiers moved quickly, following precise orders. Civilians helped where they could, moving supplies and providing aid. The planet was working together as one force, united by the need to protect their home. Hannah led her squadron into position. The experimental fighters weaved between enemy ships, striking at key targets. Explosions lit the sky and debris fell around them. The aliens were caught off guard. Their ships faltered as the humans exploited the weaknesses Lily had identified. Each strike caused confusion and slowed the enemy advance. Hannah's squadron worked with precision, relying on skill and teamwork to overcome the superior numbers of the aliens. From the orbital station, Ethan and Lily monitored every movement. They guided human attacks, adjusting strategies as the situation changed. The aliens tried to adapt, but humans were faster. They combined ground attacks with airstrikes to maximize damage. Each successful hit boosted morale and forced the aliens to retreat in some areas. Humans were proving that strategy and intelligence could match brute force. On the ground, Alex watched the results of the coordinated attack. Several alien ships had been disabled and their formation was breaking apart. Soldiers cheered quietly at the successes. Engineers worked to repair damaged weapons and reload missiles for the next strike. Civilians watched from shelters, inspired by the bravery of the people defending their planet. Everyone realized that even small actions contributed to the overall victory. Hannah's squadron continued their daring attacks. They targeted remaining ships and avoided heavy fire, striking with speed and precision. The pilots communicated constantly, sharing information and adapting to the battle in real time. Their teamwork was flawless. Each successful attack weakened the aliens and gave humans a stronger position. Courage and skill were proving stronger than raw power. Ethan and Lily coordinated the final phase of the strike. They identified the most important enemy nodes and directed attacks from both air and ground forces. Missiles, lasers, and fighter attacks hit simultaneously. Explosions rocked the alien fleet, and communications between ships failed. The humans had struck a decisive blow, showing the strength of strategy and cooperation. Alex, Hannah, Ethan, and Lily watched as the enemy fleet struggled. Humans had turned a desperate defense into a powerful counterattack. Earth's forces were proving their worth, and the aliens realized they had underestimated the planet. Fear and respect began to mix in the minds of the invaders. The battle was far from over, but humans had gained a major advantage. Courage, intelligence, and unity had shown the true power of Earth. The alien fleet faltered under the relentless human attack. Commander Ethan Walker and Dr. Lily Harper watched from the orbital station as communications failed among the enemy ships. Their formation was breaking apart. Every strike from the ground and air had weakened the fleet. The humans had proven that strategy, courage, and unity could challenge even a superior force. Ethan felt a surge of pride. Humanity had fought beyond expectation. Lieutenant Hannah Brooks led her squadron in a final daring mission. The fighters weaved through enemy fire, striking critical points on the remaining ships. Explosions lit the sky and debris scattered in every direction. Her pilots moved with precision and courage. Each successful strike forced the aliens to retreat further. Hannah felt the satisfaction of a battle well fought. Their training, skill, and bravery had made the difference. On Earth, Major Alex Murphy coordinated the final push. Soldiers, engineers, and civilians worked together to target the remaining alien forces. Missile batteries fired accurately, lasers cut through hulls, and ground forces protected key areas. The humans moved as one, united in purpose. The planet that the Council had thought weak was showing its true strength. Alex saw the determination in every face and knew they would not surrender. In cities and towns, civilians watched the skies and heard the distant sounds of battle. They cheered each success and supported one another. Fear was present, but it did not control them. Courage and hope guided their actions. Families helped each other, and communities stayed strong. Every person contributed in some way. Humanity's unity became its greatest weapon. Ethan and Lily coordinated attacks from orbit. They used the alien patterns they had discovered to anticipate movements and guide human strikes. Each successful hit brought Earth closer to victory. The aliens struggled to respond. Their technology was advanced, but humans used intelligence, creativity, and courage to fight back. Every step forward inspired more determination across the planet. Hannah's squadron continued to strike with precision. They attacked vulnerable ships and protected key targets on Earth. Each pilot relied on skill and teamwork. They communicated constantly, adapting to every change in the battle. Their efforts weakened the alien fleet and gave humans control of the skies. Hannah felt proud of every pilot and every action that contributed to the victory. On the ground, Alex saw the enemy losing coordination. Soldiers advanced carefully, engineers repaired systems, and civilians assisted wherever needed. Every successful attack, every defensive maneuver, strengthened Earth's position. Humans proved that even against a more powerful enemy, courage, skill, and unity could prevail. The planet was no longer weak. The Council had been wrong to underestimate humanity. As the last of the alien ships retreated, Ethan, Lily, Hannah, and Alex watched in relief and pride. Earth was battered but unbowed. Humanity had defended its home with intelligence, bravery, and unity. The Council would soon learn that humans were far stronger than anyone had believed. The planet had proven itself capable not only of survival but of victory. Across the world, people celebrated quietly and carefully, knowing the battle was won, but the cost had been high. Soldiers, pilots, engineers, and civilians shared the moment. They understood that their courage and cooperation had saved the planet. Humanity had faced the challenge and emerged victorious. The aliens had underestimated them, and that mistake had cost the enemy dearly. Ethan looked at his team and the planet below. Pride and determination filled him. Humans had shown their true strength. Lily, Hannah, and Alex felt the same. The world had united in defense, proving that fear could be met with courage and that even a small planet could stand against great threats. Humanity's spirit had triumphed, and Earth had shown the universe that it was not to be underestimated.